So we wanted to take a moment and tell you. Touch myself. Beep. Wanted to take a moment and tell you why we love Atwood Lake Park in Mineral City, Ohio so much. Why we keep coming back here, and why there's a person randomly coming out of the trees down a place that's not a path. Oh yeah, he's peeing. So we wanted to take a second and tell you why we love Atwood Lake Park in Mineral City, Ohio so much. It's become a regular stop for us. We started just tent camping here years ago. I convinced Mel that camping's cool. It is fun, I swear. We upgraded to a camper and we continue to come back. Part of that is just convenience. Part of it is we really started camping last year in a travel trailer. And some weekends, like 4th of July weekend, you need to book a year in advance, and we were still new to everything, so we weren't sure what we were doing, so we just booked every holiday weekend we could here just in case. And unfortunately, due to that year out booking, we ended up here again, which we're not mad about. It's become our home base over the past couple years, just because it's easy for us to get into. We're familiar with the area.
Yeah, and we wanted this park to be our first stop with our new camper because we knew the park, we knew the spots, we knew the area. So we kind of knew what we were going into when we transferred campers. So we didn't want any surprises. We didn't want to have to be stuck with our cruddy leveling issues that we've been encountering with a new camper.
Thank goodness.
So we know the spots are even, we know what we're getting, and it was just...
Well, that way we have to worry about the camper and not the campground, which has made things easier. The main reason we were attracted to Atwood and why we keep coming back is the water views. We love the water. We want to have a home on the lake someday, lake life.
Look at it!
And the nice thing about Atwood is there is a older side which they're remodeling, but the spots like wrap down all the way around the park, so no matter where you're at, you have a water view. The newer side is kind of staggered in such a way that most of the spots, unless you're tucked into the trees, can see the water, so you're never really getting a bad spot. And obviously with the water comes the nice thing about Atwood is there's a beach. We've only really come down and put our feet in there once. I mean, we like beaches, but this is definitely a kid-populated beach, I would say. And most of the time we're here, it's been fall, so it's too cold to go anyways.
Well, and as we learned this weekend, they do a lot of festivities for the holiday, so they have general admission for people to come in. It was a $15 vehicle charge. I don't think you were limited on the number of people, but it was $15 a car, and you had access to all of this. And they did fireworks last night. I don't know if that's normal. I know because of having a year of not having any fireworks and having everything with COVID, they wanted to do something special for the holiday weekend.
And this year now they've got a whole playground that, if we're being honest, cool. I was trying to get Mel to let me go in the water and play on. If it would have been so,
tell him no.
She didn't tell me no. She actually said, "Okay, let's go." If there wouldn't have been, 1,000 people on it,
it was very busy.
I would have been out there for sure. It looks like a good way to hurt myself. So, another thing we love is the marinas. There's actually two. This is you can see the other side of the lake, but it's actually a very long lake, and each end has a marina. And what's cool is they're very different in style. Mm-hmm. This marina is. It's a restaurant. I don't want to call it fine dining, but I mean, they've got things from some wraps and burgers, but then fish and some, what I would generally classify as more restaurant food. But they also have boat rentals, so you can rent kayaks, pontoon boats, all kinds of things. We tried to do it last minute, and that didn't work out, because, on a holiday weekend.
We tried.
Yeah. But, I mean, we went and had lunch there, and it's fine. It's on the water.
They have a really nice boat store as well, too, where they have a bunch of Yeti stuff and Atwood apparel, and they also have boat repair and purchase.
I mean, there's actually a boat sales area as well. So if you are coming up here and you've got the ability to tow a boat with you, the cool thing is if you need, I guess, parts or service, you could in theory do it here.
Don't quote us, but I'm assuming, considering it's there.
But what's nice is if you're camping here and for some reason you're like, hey, it's really nice, let's not cook today, or you just want to switch it up, as we did for the holiday weekend, you can go to the marina and have food. What's really cool is if you don't want necessarily restaurant style but more bar, you can go to the other side, which is about 15 minutes away, and that's a bar. It feels very tiki bar-ish. We've been there a few times. We actually really like it. So if you're camping and you're like, I want to go to a restaurant and have some fine meal, then you can come to this marina here, right next to the park. On the way out of the park, you pass it.
Upscale bar food. Let's call it that.
Yeah. But on that same note, if you're like, I just want to go to a bar or a tiki bar, you can head to the other side of the lake, 15 minutes away, and get food. So it's really just a nice convenience of being here.
You have options.
Yeah. So we are walkers.
We walk a lot.
Not the zombie kind either. We are speed walkers. If we were zombies, we would be, is it 30 Days of Night? No, that's vampires. Okay. Hold on.
Welcome to my life. This is it right here.
I can't think of what it's called. We speed walk.
If I'm walking faster than you're riding your bike.
Normal strolls on bikes and we're wham.
And we'll pass them. I don't get it.
On your left.
On your left. Don't you say on your left. Come on!
We took the opportunity this weekend, since we were here a little bit longer than normal, to check out some of the different trails around here. And they've added super nice little pathways to go in between some of the newer campsites, as well as there is an observatory. It took us a minute to find it, but we did. It's uphill and up a very rickety platform, but it has awesome views of the lake.
Oh yeah, it's an observation deck. It was cool.
Yes, and we didn't know it existed until
someone we met here camping last time said, "Did you go to the Atwood Lake observation deck?"
I'm like, no idea. So
observation deck.
We've been here so many times, I have no idea what you're talking about.
If there's an observation deck, we'd know.
So we went and tried that today as well. So lots of nice trails, fun. I mean, it's fun to just take the dogs around and just see the different campsites. And they've, like I said, they really have made so many upgrades to the area since the very first time we were here. So it's been fun to see all the new sites.
They're always upgrading.
Oh yeah, there's always something going on. So I think it's nice.
And if they're increasing price, probably, but I haven't noticed. I mean,
I don't know.
I feel like
you pay for what you get. You get, well, no, I mean, you get water, sewer.
You pay for ice cream, you get ice cream.
You get ice cream, but sometimes you get really crappy ice cream for the price.
Yeah, it's true.
Know.
We've had some bad campsites.
We've had some bad campsites, but this is one of my favorites.
You're only, what did we determine yesterday? 21 minutes. And you'll, depending on where you're coming from, you're probably going to come this way anyways to get off the highway. But there's a brewery, Lockport Brewery, which we went to yesterday and had the best. Honestly, I would go as far as say buffalo chicken wings we've ever had, but they were made out of cauliflower.
Yeah.
They were so good.
Delicious. We might need to stop there.
Aww.
So we're on our way back to the campground, and we are still talking about these cauliflower bites we had. They were so good.
I mean, it's literally a cauliflower dipped in beer batter with buffalo sauce, and we're still trying to do the math, the science behind why they're so good.
And we are not beer drinkers, but we did sample some of their top 3 beers that they have, and they were great.
Yeah, and it's
funny. They're very delicious.
The bartender / waitress said, "Oh, baby beers." I mean,
they're 5
that
ounces.
big. Yeah,
they're a little more than a shot glass of beer.
I mean, we haven't had beer in 2 years, so for us it was a lot of beer.
It was a lot.
But what's really cool is, and we've been passing through it for years. You pass through. They had some naming convention issues out here. You pass through Zorville,
and
Tuscazoris, and then past this, I think, is Tuscazor. So someone came up with the idea for Zor, and everyone really liked it. So all the surrounding cities have Zor in the name somehow. But you pass through a little town, and it's the kind of town that the speed limit's only 20 miles an hour. But if you hold your breath, you can hold your breath through the entire town.
Yeah, the cutest town. We've always wanted to stop and to walk around it. So again, we took advantage of it since we were here a little bit longer this time, and we walked through it. It is charming.
Very exciting, yeah.
It is very charming. It was built in 1817.
A long time ago.
1817, somewhere around there. Don't quote me. We'll put it in.
I mean, they've got it's a lot of history. You can actually do some tours.
It's a historical city.
We wanted to do a tour today, but unfortunately, the lady says, "Yeah, we do tours every Saturday and Sunday." I'm like, "Great, can we come back for tomorrow's tour?" Yes. No. It's 4th of July.
No, it's 4th of July.
I'm like, "Oh yeah." So we didn't get to do that, but you can do self-guided or guided. We will do it at some point.
We will, absolutely, because we just walked through some of the little buildings. There's this cute little bakery and a garden, and they have their own little post office and their city hall. So you can go through and someone will give you either a guided tour or a self-guided tour and take you through this town and tell you the history of it. And I'm really looking forward to it because I'm not one for museums at all. But just walking through this, I wanted to know more about it. Those are some things that we really love about this park.
Bug. Making sure it wasn't a tick.
Those are some things that we really love about this park, and we really hope that you'll like them too.
Yeah, and we're definitely trying to branch out more this year. Last year we're like, we love this park and we know it so well, and it's just far enough away from where we're at that it feels like a real trip. So we keep coming back. We're definitely in the future try to utilize our longer weekends to go further.
Yeah.
At this point we're like, oh, where can we go? But it's so late. We're still happy we ended up here. We had a really relaxing weekend, and we'll be back because we have Labor Day booked. So unless we could change that up, get ready for Atwood Part 48, like the Adventure Continues video. But let us know, what's your favorite place? I mean, this is probably what we'd call our home base. We don't live here, we're not full-time RVers, but if someone said, hey, quick getaway, or hey, go test out a new camper, or pretty much trying to streamline any part of their camping weekend, we would recommend Atwood. So what would you recommend? Where's your go-to? Your home base campground? Yeah. Let us know. Maybe we'll go check it out on one of our holiday weekends instead of coming to Atwood.
Let us know in advance, though.
Yeah, we need like a year's notice if you could hurry up and tell us.
So drop a comment.